Well, we are ready for football. So are they as the Packers get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
What is it?
51.
I got you. I got you. Hey!
On 1st and 10, Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Newton now to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Get that ball. That's me.
Mike 42.
Hey!
Out of the gun, Newton. He may try and run for this. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Let's go!
Hey, foxtrot.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, keep it up. Hey, watch it.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
It's a party now. Shit. Get Mike. Check 30. Hey, wahoo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Check.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they end up running themselves out of time.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Great.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Completes it to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Ready, 20.
Tight end right. Even. 4 down, even.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Being chased out left. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Check.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he spins through. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
22. 20. 22. We got it.
Tighten up.
From the gun, here's Newton. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Back to the 3.
Let's go one more. Undercut.
Gun.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm coming for you, son.
Check 30.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. After one, it's 9-0. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Cat 300. Hey, Haywood.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Back north. Hey, seam 6.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Number 50. Hey, Delta.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
54 Mike. You go night-night. Tell them night-night.
Inside.
SOS.
Hey, check 26.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Hey, Alpha.
Come on. Mike's 54.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was Trevor Davis, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
49. Check 49. Check 49. Hey, check 26.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey,
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Rodgers to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
High 7.
54. Mike 54.
And again, it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
Set. Ready. Yo.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Packers' 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Newton to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a Panther first down.
Ready? Ready?
Exit, exit. Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right.
Set.
Four down, check. Four down, four down.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Stop here, D. Watch tight end. Three down, three down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set. Ready?
Coming to you, coming to you.
Gun.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just Just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
26. Hey, orbit.
To throw is Rodgers. Got some room at the 30. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Jump out! Here, Mike.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Here's Rodgers. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Check 30.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Bravo.
Check.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Get 300.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Hey, Zoo. Over.
Mike's 54.
Rita, get up.
54.
Know your job.
Mike.
Back north.
5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Super get.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, Liz. Go to 50. Rita, get up.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gun. Great.
We got 4. Here we go. 50.
Newton now to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch twins. Check 43. Is the mic.
Here's Newton. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Check it in.
Mike 91.
Great.
Check the out.
On first down, Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike 91. Get in the weight room.
On first down, it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Zadarius Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's get that ball right here.
50.
Check 99.
Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
50. Hey, you block over here.
59. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Check 59.
Rodgers now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You think you gonna get this? Charlotte, 64, weak. Smooth. Yeah, Liz.
Throwing is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Inside. 5.
54.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Ready? 20.
51, Mike. Mike, 51.
8.
You ain't doing nothing.
Ready?
Big gap.
Ready?
Now Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
Easy work.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
We're going to set. Ready? 8. Express.
You ready?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 71 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.